just a disclaimer.
Hi, guys.
I'm Bec's boss. She works for me.
And
I have a wife. She has a boyfriend. There's a pillow in front of us just because we're sitting on a bed. All you dirty-minded people. It's just Bec fucked around the effed around all day today. And we're supposed to do this like 3 hours ago.
I didn't ever run. I shot with Shay because Shay's awesome.
So I'm getting up at 9:30 in the morning.
I did message Jared at 8 and then I went back to sleep.
And then messaged me at 1:45.
I was getting ready. I had a shower and I was doing my makeup. I was getting ready. I didn't lie.
I'm not picking on you. I'm just filling everyone in. So this is our last night in New York and we plan to do a shoot with Shay for Inspire.
Which we did.
My bestest ever shoot with Bec in New York, which is not happening. And
it's so happening.
After tea. You're going to be bloated. We're going to be pissed. You're not going to...
Our flight is not until 5:25 tomorrow.
We have to check out.
I can get ready in the morning.
Morning Bec, with this hair. I'm not picking on you. It's all right. I'll shoot you next year in New York. Everyone just has to wait another year till they see the awesomeness Bec in New York.
We're shooting tomorrow.
We're not talking about this because everyone thinks we're bickering.
Well, you're the one picking on me. This is what I have to put up with all the time. You're the one picking on me.
I'm sorry.
And you're trying, you want this awesome shoot out of me and then you're making me feel bad.
Cool, sorry.
Thank you, you should be.
I want a bad shot. I got to shoot with awesome Shay today though.
Exactly, and I got to shoot with Shay.
Yeah.
It was awesome. It was a good day. And even though the weather is horrible.
And if we run out of light, bad luck YouTubies.
Well, yeah.
I think hopefully our sound's good. We bought some new stuff from B&H to stop the clicks and buzzes and that when we're using this lapel stuff.
B&H is a really weird place, by the way.
Oh yeah, those
I've never been there before.
Through the roof are just like weird.
I finally went there for the first time in my life. That's a weird place. But, you know, it was an experience. It's an awesome place to buy online. I never feel comfortable buying there. I just find it's really hard to get someone to serve you because they want to get in their little groups of salesmen and ignore you. But you had a really good experience because you went in there with the intention to buy spending $3,000. Yeah, and the guy said, no, don't do that. No, which is really good, which is very, very rare these days. But the salesman I got really, really said, no. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. This isn't going to work. And we based off other people saying you should buy this new DJI system. When I got in there, goes, no, it's really noisy. It's got high-end hisses. And I wanted to get a certain mic that we could put under. See, we're not wearing mics. It's underneath. Oh, they can see my little thing because I don't want to. No, but it's not the actual mic they can't see. Yeah, no. So it's underneath. We've had problems in the past. If you did this, the Russell Crowe came out. Is my AC going to be noisy? Bad luck. Okay. I just don't know if I should... The podcast can complain about those ones. Well, I don't know if I should turn it off. No, I think it'll be fine. Okay. You've now broken my... Talking about spending too much... You were going to spend money in there? I was going to finish what I was going to say. Sorry, I was trying to remind you. Yeah, can you tell that we've been spending 4 weeks together every single day? 4 weeks every freaking day. If I only had a gun... No. You can get one of those here. We're in America. You met someone downstairs that would have given me... Well, would have killed you for me. Probably. Anyway, I've lost my... No, all right. So this amazing guy saved me from buying this system, which he quickly showed me, and yeah, it sounded like crap. He then said that this mic on the system we're running, our system wouldn't have enough power to run it properly. We'd have to put the volume up too much and get S. If I ran it on my Sennheiser system, it would be really fine. But then when Bec has a gimbal, we've got all this shit on top of her camera, which is going to overweight it. Then he said, why don't you just buy this little rubber thing and it fixes all your problems? So we have that now. So we bought 3 rubbers and 1 new mic cable for the one that got broken. And hopefully the sound's better. Hopefully. Now you can go. And you've forgotten what you got. And since I'm such a horrible person, so horrible on our last day on our trip. Well, we were going to film this in Central Park because that was cancelled 3 days ago when the weather just went to winter. And now now we We don't have anywhere else to film this, but yeah, so...
Can't film it in my room because...
My room's bigger.
Of course, Bec got the super suite. I've got this dog box with the half-size window to what Bec's got. And, yeah, so I have to come and sit on Bec's bed to do this.
I thought it would be funny when we put the pillow between us. It makes us feel separated.
Got to keep them separated. Anyway.
Anyway.
So any of you dirty-minded people, go home, go away, leave us alone. We are a working couple.
I feel like people that like actually listen to our podcasts aren't like, I don't feel like...
No, I think it's more the people who look at other stuff on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the podcast people actually know
they know us. I mean, who's going to sit here and listen to us ramble for an hour other than people that actually like us? And people that actually like us are really nice.
We found out 2 days ago, Anne, a model I shoot in Australia, is in New York at the moment, and then she says, I love your podcast every Friday, because I think she has Fridays off. She puts our podcast on and vacuums the house. And she goes, you two are amazing. I said, you can talk to us anytime. She goes, no, the podcasts are so cool.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I feel like people that are actually listening to this, like us for some reason.
Like us?
No, like us.
Why did you say that?
I'm so, you know what I'm excited for? I'm excited to get home. I'm excited for Friday.
Friday? Mm-hmm. No, it's not excited for Thursday. I want to see my puppy dogs. And I'll see my little baby budgie and make sure it's not deformed like this. So I don't want to have to put another budgie down and it cost me $120 to put a budgie down. I don't want to put it in the microwave and blow it up. So.
What is wrong with you?
Well, this is going to make it fun. I hope you're not eating breakfast right now. One of my neighbours many years ago came down and my son and their daughter used to get the male bunnies and put them into the female cage and then piss themselves laughing as they're having sex. Like, they were like 12, 11, 10 years old. And Sonia...
9876?
9876.
You went 12, 11, 10.
Oh, dear. The mother of the daughter of who my son used to go up and they put the bunnies together could never get over how the bunnies kept getting pregnant.
Well...
No, but they were in separate cages.
You didn't... Okay, right, but you didn't know that that's what the kids were doing.
No, but either did she.
Right.
And it sort of came out. So, and I think they might have bred a son with a mother or something.
And came out all...
Well,
Hills have eyes.
Yeah, and she's come down and said Vaughn, and Vaughn is her husband, who's this big, tough, bikey guy, said, we've got to put it down, look, it's got no neck, and the head just flopped everywhere. It was alive, but...
Oh my God.
So, she said, well, big, tough Vaughn can't put it down, so can you put it down for me? And I've opened up the box and seen it in there, yeah, no worries, and just gone snap. But I didn't realise the neck was so weak. When I went snap, I've actually pulled the head off and blood sprayed straight on the dress. But I couldn't do that to a budgie anymore. I think I've got so sensitive. That was when I was like 30. I was maybe a bit tougher then. That's when I still fished. I could still kill fish, whereas I can't kill fish anymore.
Oh my
I
God.
pay somebody else to kill them before I ate them.
Oh my goodness gracious. The more I learn about you. Well, I'm excited.
That's never ending.
I know. Well, I'm excited for Friday because Friday I've got a day off work and...
Oh, Jared's home for the day.
Jared took the day off work, who Jared is my boyfriend, by the way, everyone, for the billionth time. And he's got...
So you're going to spend the day in bed with Jared and your two cats, aren't you?
No, we'll probably...
You'll just all four of you spoon for about 8 hours.
No, we'll spoon for a little bit and then... No, it's because it's really cute. So like, Jared's is the master and the master spoon, the master spoon, and then there's little me, and then the cats spoon next to me, and they spoon each other. So it's like a little train. So we'll do that for like, you know, a couple hours, and then we'll probably get up, and I don't have to see you. I love you. You're awesome, and you're the best boss ever.
I'm going to come around and knock on your door at 8 o'clock on Friday morning.
But I don't.
I am.
I don't have to see you and deal with your jokes.
So why aren't we doing this on Thursday?
Because
some little special person.
I'm going to be on a perfume bottle.
She's not going to be on a perfume bottle, and we're going to the launch of the perfume that.
Yeah.
Little Miss Smelly here is going to be on the bottle.
I don't know what the perfume smells like. It better not.
I hope it smells like toilet lollies.
It better not smell like cat piss. My sister already made the joke. She was like, I know what it's going to smell like. It's going to smell like red wine and cigarettes. And I'm like, yeah, fair. She's like, I'd wear it.
You'd wear it, yeah.
No, Shannon said
she'd wear it. No, I reckon it's going to smell like strawberry vapes. And what's the other thing you're into at the moment?
I've got...
Or is it watermelon vape?
This one's grape.
It's going to sound like grape vape.
It's a grape idea.
I like it, that.
So we got that on Thursday night. So we land at 7 a.m, and then we've got to be at the perfume launch at 6:30 at night.
Of all things, have the launch the day we're getting off a plane for 2 days. We land at 7 a.m, and we have to go to some cocktail friggin' launch at 6 o'clock.
That reminds me, I need to go, after we finish this, after dinner, we have to go to dinner, and then on the way back, I need to go to Times Square, I need to go to Forever 21, I want to try on that black dress.
What black? Oh,
the tulle one. I want to see if it looks cute. If it looks cute, I'm going to get that. I'm going to wear that. I've been thinking about it. That's why I don't sleep.
Why didn't you try it on the first time?
Because you told me it looked like trash.
Everything there looked like trash. I'm really, really, really hating fashion.
No, you're not. You loved Milan Fashion Week.
No, sorry, retail fashion.
Oh, it's always been
fashion. Yeah, Milan Fashion Week's freaking awesome. It's the best I've seen it for a long time. Having people walking through mud, and there's a story behind it. I'm not going to go into it. This is getting back to what real fashion is. And the spray-on dress that they put on Bella Hadid, all that stuff.
Even though you hate her.
I like the spray-on dress.
Yeah, but you hate
it. Should have been on Naomi Campbell, but we'll go somewhere else. So that Naomi Campbell can walk. Right. But everything I've seen from both Milan, I think Paris, I saw so much really cool stuff in the Paris Fashion Week, which I absolutely adored. I'm saying, thank God, theirs getting there. We need this to drift down a bit. And we need everybody in the world to say, from now on, I'm not going to ever buy anything worth under $100 because I know I can stretch this out to last 3 or 4 years. Whereas if I buy these $20 pieces of crap, one wash, it's in the rubbish bin, it's now in landfill or it's thrown in the ocean, that's what's doing the world damage.
200%. That's why, even with, this top that I'm wearing right now, I think we mentioned it in one of our other podcasts. This is one of the tops I bought from...
Yeah, it's remade.
It's remade. So this was a Motorhead t-shirt, we're saying from the 80s, and this girl grabs old band t-shirts.
She buys vintage t-shirts.
And she's cut it up on the side and she's put these strings in it and
whereas
she's reworked
modern t-shirts, you wash them twice and they do that automatically. The third time they disintegrate.
Whereas this is an old school thing that's been reworked and it is meant to be a dress, but when I wear it as a dress, my punani hangs out a little bit, so... But it's okay. I can make it work. But unfortunately...
On photo shoots.
I am lanky and
I don't think it was meant to be worn as a dress.
No, she said it was.
Not with your length.
No, not with my length. Not when you're 5'11". I'm just lanky and everything is short on me.
I don't know. Beck's heard me say this a lot. I'm not a greenie, but I am a greenie. I just believe the whole world has got it wrong. Forget about our governments doing things. You do things. Only buy good fashion that's made out of proper material and not recycled Coke bottles that are going to end up in the ocean anyway. Don't start supporting, and this isn't like a racist comment, but countries like India and China don't have to follow any of the green regulations the rest of the world has. You say, we're third world, and New York will send its rubbish to China and China will dump it in the ocean. So these are the things we need to change. And same as, I think I've said it before, try and buy what's made in your own country. Don't care if it's more expensive. Just think it's keeping someone in a job. There's been less fuel spent to get it to your door. And I think that's more important. Us buying California oranges in Australia, how much fuel and greenhouse has been spent to ship those frigging oranges to Australia? And then you've got the Australian farmers bulldozing their fields into the ground. It seems crazy. I think the more people can just carefully get away from what things cost to what's good for the country and what's good for the earth. And if I buy better quality fashion, I don't have to buy as much. Who gives a shit if you wear it 3 times?
Well,
Beck, you wear your stuff all the time. You don't care that I've worn this before.
No.
And I think we need to get back to that. Your Burberry, like, Beck's first business bonus, she had a trench. Now look at the trench and go, it's not a trench.
Well, nice.
You didn't mind it.
I didn't buy it as a trench. I
bought
bought
it as a jacket.
I bought it when I was in Vegas with my mum. We went to some discount outlet that they've got in Vegas.
Exactly.
I had a story behind it. I've still got it. It still hangs up in my second wardrobe.
Yeah, I know, but
that's what I mean. I didn't buy it as a trench. I bought it because I liked the colour, I liked the fit. It wasn't made of the same material. It was made of this kind of like stretchy material, and it was so easy to wear. And every time I put it on, it looked cool because it was made of cheap, stretchy material. And you know what that's like. I mean, how many tops do we have for the studio that you're like, I love this cheap, stretchy material. So that's why I had it. But because it looked so similar to a Burberry, you were like, I need to get you a real Burberry. And I was like, no, I'm fine.
Yeah, you said, no, don't, that's stupid. Don't do fine.
That. I'm fine.
But
I'm happy with my cheap thing.
Getting it even fitted on you was like something you never experienced
just the
before in your
way
life.
that he like showed me the different ways I can tie it up, and I've never done any single one of them because I can't remember what he said because I was just in awe.
There's a YouTube video that shows you how to do it.
When I was just in awe, I was like, I freaking love this jacket, and like it's so special.
It is. Every time we get on a plane, you ask the hostess, "Can you please hang this up?" Which you would never have done with your other jacket.
No.
You would just stuffed it in a friggin' hole above.
But I never flew business class before.
But it's that thing you really appreciate. And you can see that jacket's going to last you 20, 30 years.
100%.
Even though it's absolutely covered in wine.
And I think it's still got Anne's red lipstick on it.
We just need to get it dry clean.
Yeah, it's fine. But like, I'll do that. But then even like my Gucci belt, and I think someone had a go at me on YouTube because everyone always has a bloody go at me. That's fine.
No, go at both of us.
But someone had a dig and were like, oh, she works in fashion, yet she wears the same Gucci belt every day. And I'm like, so? So many people wear the same...
She doesn't like the Chanel belt, so why would she put it on? She doesn't want a Prada belt.
The amount of
and
people...
And she definitely doesn't want a Led Zeppelin belt.
The amount of people that wear... Why does it matter that I wear one belt every day? I freaking love it. I was so stoked to get that belt. And even Jared was like, I cannot believe that was $700. And I'm like...
I still cannot believe that you went into Gucci wearing a knockoff Gucci t-shirt.
Oh shit, I was wearing it before. I wish I was wearing it still.
She's literally, we're in the queue to get, we're in Spain, weren't we? Barcelona. Yeah. She's in the queue and she'd bought this knockoff Gucci t-shirt at one of the friggin' markets. And we're in there and said, Beck, you should put your flanny over the top of that. I think.
My $7 Kmart
flanny over
that
the
I've had for 15 years. And I've walked into Gucci to get my $700 belt.
Well, like we went, Beck gets her bonuses if she turns up for work at least once a day or a month. So we had a deal, and there was a bonus. There's just some Prada goth boots with little, I don't know,
bum bags for my
little
ankles.
Bum bags, like she can put her drugs in, and she, anyway.
Don't tell people, Peter.
All right, so it's maybe for tampons and other things. So whatever. Poppers. Anyway, we walked in there. Did you see the look on their face?
No.
I did.
Oh.
I'm in jeans, t-shirt, and New Balance. You've walked in Holly jeans, nothing special, but you had a YSL bag on your shoulders.
Yeah, I was wearing a hoodie, and ripped up dogs, jeans.
And the guy at the door sort of looked at you like, I think you're walking into the wrong shop here. As we walked in, I could see these people on side going, tire kickers. Yeah. And then there was that really nice guy that served us.
And he's like, let me know if you have any questions.
But
and I
so
was
nice.
like, we will. And I saw the boots, and I was like, those are the ones. And I'm looking at them, and all of a sudden the really nice guy comes back, and he's like, oh, so can I help you?
You finished looking? You're leaving yet?
And no, he didn't say that.
No, but
and I was like, can I please grab these in a 37? And he goes out and he grabs them, and then he I felt so bad, he took all the packaging and he unzipped them. And the 37 was one size too small. And I was like, I'll grab the 38,
See, it's like
please.
her waist. She always wants to go one size smaller. She did the same with her feet.
I do have weirdly small feet. For someone of my height, I've got like really small feet.
Yeah, so you'd be shit ass at catwalk. Did we ever do catwalk when I was training you?
Oh, I don't remember.
I've never seen you walk. We should do a video of you walking.
No, we shouldn't.
We'll do a video of you running across a red walk sign. She runs and goes half the speed that if she walks.
We should not do that. Anyways, you got the 38s out and I put them on and I was like, yep, they fit perfectly. And not once did we ask the price, because if you have to ask the price, you can't afford it. And I put them on and I was like, I freaking love them. These look awesome. And Peter's like, they look really cool. And we're like, yeah, we'll take them. And then I walked out with the biggest bag I've ever seen in my entire life.
They gave her a bag that's like 2 meters long and a meter high. And we had to walk 20 blocks, including going through Times Square.
It's literally the size of my suitcase.
It is. But the same happened when the last thing you bought overseas, you actually had to leave it behind because you couldn't even get it in your suitcase.
I find that it's so Pretty Woman. Like,
it is so Pretty Woman.
And I love it. It's like, don't judge. Like, we're here to spend money, and I still don't know how much those boots cost me, but it doesn't matter because
I don't know either. You took my credit card.
It's my bonus.
In Australia, it's like the lowest it's been in 4 years. Thank you.
I don't know how much they cost. They're freaking awesome though.
They're freaking awesome.
I freaking love them. And I'm like, I would go and show you guys, but like if you're listening to this on wherever you get your podcast, you won't be able to see it, so it doesn't matter. But you'll see them soon.
The people on YouTube will see them sooner or later, because I'm certain back in Australia we might get her Prada boots on a chair.
Oh, hundo.
Prada boots on a chair. So anybody who knows what we're talking about, Inspires had it, and we just put it on YouTube. So you might get to see Bec on chair. Even though you reckon that you can't do shoots on chairs.
No, because I get the fet rolls.
The fet rolls? Well, don't get fat.
Well, I haven't
You've hardly eaten on this trip.
I know. I always say I like American food, and then I get here and I'm like, ugh.
Although we did do Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A was so good.
I'm really... I was expecting to call it Chick-fil-A show. But I didn't say it's the big... Like, it's got no flavour. The first bite, I thought, oh, there's a nice flavour in it. And I pulled that one off pickle that was in there out of it.
Sorry.
And had a couple more bites and got... I can't taste anything. I can't take the lettuce, the tomato.
I could taste mine.
I couldn't taste mine. Anyway, I didn't get the Kentucky Fried or the Hungry Jack.
You didn't feel sick?
Did not feel sick afterwards.
Yeah.
So now this is a fast food I can eat. I don't get any enjoyment eating it because it's got no flavour, but I don't feel sick afterwards.
We should have got what I got, because I got the grilled...
I didn't like the look of yours.
No.
It looked like someone got there with a spray can and sprayed the grill lines on it. It did not look like real grill.
It was not Bella Hadid dress. It was...
But it looked like it had been surgically changed.
It was tasty, and I could taste all the flavor. Like, I could taste, like, my chicken had like lemon and herbs, and I could taste that. And then that like sauce they gave me to put on it, that was lit.
That tasted horrible. It was sweet, and I dipped in a fry in it. It was horrible.
No, I had a different one to put on my burger. I had honey roasted barbecue to put on my burger. Honey roasted barbecue. So good. So I had that, and I had that shitty American bacon. Oh, shitty American bacon is the best thing in the world.
Well, they do good shitty American bacon downstairs, and you never got up before they shut. 10:30 they shut, and Beck's never out of bed at that time.
I will get up tomorrow and I'll have it because No, I want it. I love shitty American bacon.
Yeah, but the rest of us. So eating out of a cardboard box with eggs and bacon is not fun.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
It's not fun.
I love it. No, I offended someone somewhere, or a few people.
Every single day of her life.
I care. Ask me if I care. I don't. I offended someone somewhere in some city we were in. Probably when we were in Boston, actually.
Austin?
No.
In Chicago?
No. I was hanging shit.
In Detroit?
I was hanging shit. No, I think it was actually in Austin, and someone asked me, and it was like a group of people from the workshop, And they're like, oh, how are you finding America? And I was like, I love America. I always listen. Like my 5th time here. I love it. I love your shitty food. I love your shitty bacon. And they were like, excuse me? And I was like, nah, shitty American bacon. They're like, and just like this group of people were like, you need to be a little bit careful about what you say. I'm like, no, your bacon is shit.
Especially in Austin, they have guns on their hips.
I'm like, your bacon is absolutely terrible and I love it.
You can't buy it in Australia, it's so bad.
It's so
Although we can get the streaky bacon if you cook it right.
It's still not the same. It's not this weird manufactured, crinkly, like crinkly thin crap.
That's because they 3D printed.
Tastes like, it tastes like fake bacon and it is the best. It is so thin, it is so crap, it snaps and it is I live for it. Shitty bacon. So
I'm going to go to an ad break right now. This is a podcast about photography and modelling. Let's get back to food. Have we spoken about McDonald's?
Oh, we had Macca's.
I don't think we've spoken. We haven't had a podcast.
No, because we had Macca's in Chicago.
But was that before or after?
I think it was after. It was
right. So nobody's heard of our experience.
I can't remember. I did
with
listen to the
fries,
podcast.
Which have 400 different ingredients and taste like cardboard.
I did a whole review of it might have been on my close friends.
It'll be your close. You did do it. You did it on your close friends.
It was on
talking
my close
about
friends.
And her hamburger, which you touched and felt the exact same texture as cardboard.
And then oh my god, Jared replied to every single one. He's like, "Well, that was a roller coaster." And I ate my burger upside down. He was like, "Do you always do that?"
Well, Anna wears your Gucci belt upside down.
That wasn't mine. It was the studio's.
Oh, that's the studio's.
Oh, my old
that's
one.
Your old one that you broke, and I had to buy another one because you broke it trying to get skinnier and pulling it to the last hole and then ripping it.
Well, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I eat too much shitty bacon and I need to lose weight.
Well, it sounds like we're dishing on American food.
No, I
tell
love
you
it.
straight. The super expensive restaurant we ate in gave me friggin' food poisoning that literally today is the first day I didn't feel like a girl on the toilet. It is, seriously. It's the first time.
Whereas you can eat off the food
where I will
carts
go out and get a dirty dog.
I do not trust
I've had 2 dirty dogs here. They're the best in the world. We had we went to Chopped Cheese.
Chopped Cheese.
If anyone doesn't know about Chopped Cheese and you live in New York, go to
Harlem.
What's it called?
It's called Blue Sky Deli, aka Haji's. I need to say it with an American accent.
Haji's.
Haji's. It is what's the address? It's like
they can look at. No, we'll put a link in now. We'll write it below.
It's on First Avenue.
Anthony Bourdain did a thing on there.
I think it's 2135 First Avenue. I think I actually know it off by heart. And it is the best thing. It's just a little bodega and they do chopped cheese. And if you don't know what chopped cheese is, I first thought it was the cheese board. When Peter first told me about chopped cheese, I thought he meant like bits of cheese chopped up. I was like, oh, yum, I love cheese boards with some salami and some cabana. But no, this is like...
It's like mushrooms and truffles and pickles.
A chopped cheese is like a burger and a sandwich had a baby. Bam, magic. So they get a hero roll, like a sub, and then you put mayonnaise and like on both sides, like butter, and then you get some ketchup and you put that on there, and then you get a burger patty and you fry it on one side, and then once it gets nice and crispy, you flip it over and you start chopping that shit up, and then you get it nice and crispy on that side, and then you put slices of crappy American cheese.
Crappy yellow cheddar, which is the best in the world.
Ever. And you put that on, and then that all melts in there, and then you put that on the bun, and then you put some lettuce and tomato, slam that shit shut, put that in a sandwich press. Oh my God. Oh my God. It is the tastiest thing in the whole world.
It's like a really easy to eat hamburger.
That's what I mean. A sandwich and a hamburger had a baby, and magic was born.
I can't believe that the amount of people in New York don't even know it. And
no
it's
like
the best thing in the entire world. Like Philly has their Philly steak. Nah. Chopped cheese destroys Philly steak. If you're ever in New York, look this up. We're going to put a link to
We'll link
to the video, the YouTube
Haji's.
that I first found it on. And I saw this YouTube and I thought, stuff this. I'm going to try and make this. I made it back in Australia. And our first trip here,
We had it.
Went in there and Bec was literally weeing herself in Harlem. She thought she was going to get abducted.
I wasn't literally weeing myself.
You thought you were going to get killed. You were going to be a sex slave. You were going to be everything.
Yeah, but I wasn't literally weeing myself. I was literally shitting myself.
Shitting herself. All right. So she was shitting herself. So her enjoyment factor was quite low. But I videoed her eating it. And her first mouthful, she goes, like,
this is the shit.
And yeah,
I make them at home. Jared recommends them like every few weeks. I'm like, what do you want for dinner this week? He's like, chopped cheese.
It's so easy to make. Well, we're definitely going to put a link to a YouTube video to show you how to do them, because seriously, they're really easy to make and they are so delicious. Well, even without onion.
No, I love it with onion.
No, onion kills me.
I could hardly taste it.
There wasn't much in there, but I'd prefer it just the originals.
Well, that's why when I ordered them, I said one with onion.
I know, I thought
and then you and Anne were like, oh, we'll have it with onion.
I thought I'd trust you, but I'm not trusting you ever
trust
again.
Me. But it was a bit cute. So we'd shot with Anne and...
Oh, we took her up there, too.
And I was like, okay, like, so we're gonna go get lunch. We're gonna go get chopped cheese. Do you want to come with us? And Anne was like, I have no idea what this is, but I want food, so I'll come with you.
And Anne loves cheese.
But she's like, chopped cheese? Okay, I hear the word cheese. I'm like, okay. And we're like, trust this, it's really, really good. And she had no idea what she was in for. She was like, whatever, I'm just down to get food.
We pull up to this little crappy deli. Like, when you see the outside of it, it is just...
It's just a bodega.
It's just a bodega. It's so nothing.
Yeah. And they've got this big, like, delicious chopped cheese out the front. And I was like... And she's like, oh, so it's famous. We're like, yeah, this is where it started. This is the place. And we go in there and Anne's like, this looks like they haven't renovated it since the 60s. And I'm like, I don't think they have. It doesn't matter.
They fixed the sign since we were last there.
But this is like the best shit you'll ever have. And then we got our 3 chopped cheese and there's nowhere to sit. You go out the front. And we're
standing on the street.
We're standing on the street. We found a little patch of sun because it's bloody cold.
Sun, it was those higher bikes. We were leaning against the higher bikes.
We go there in the sun and Anne's like, oh my God, this is so good. And we're like, yeah. She's like, oh, how do they get the mince to be all like crispy and caramelized and that shit? I was just like, oh no, this is amazing. Yeah. Like, yeah. Welcome
and the funniest thing is Anne's travelling with her mum at the moment, who's a massive Anthony Bourdain fan. Yeah. And because Anne gets home and sees them, we went to a place...
But Anne said to us, she was like, because like Peter on the way had said like that you found out about it from Anthony Bourdain. And then Anne's like, oh no, Mum's such an Anthony Bourdain fan. Don't tell her. When we get back and we have a drink with Mum, just don't tell her we went to a place that Anthony Bourdain has been to because she would like die. So I'm like, okay, cool. If you tell me don't tell someone something, I won't tell them. So we get back and obviously I'm not going to mention it. First thing Anne says to Mum, oh my God, never going to guess where we went. Somewhere Anthony Bourdain went. Anne. Like, oh my God. That was funny. It was funny.
It was funny.
It was hilarious. Oh, chopped cheese. I miss it. I want to go back. I don't want to leave tomorrow. It's so rude.
I've never seen you like this. So we finished our workshops in the US yesterday.
I got really sad.
And Bec just went flat. I was like, that's the end. Oh my God, there's no more. You just went so flat.
I know.
And then we went to a really nice Mexican restaurant and you drank tequila without slamming it. You actually sipped it.
It's called Tacuba.
Tacuba
in Hell's Kitchen. See, I'm happy to call out good shit.
That was actually a really, really
Tacuba
nice
in
restaurant.
Hell's Kitchen. Amazing, amazing mezcal. And then I went out with my friend Kieran last night and I had some...
just a couple of 1,000 shots.
Just some fireballs and some red wine.
What time did you crawl home or you've got no idea?
I got home.
She thought she'd knocked on my door to let me know she was home
Peter
safe.
said, if you're going to go out, just make sure you knock on my door to let me know you got home safe.
But you didn't even let me know that you went out.
So exactly, so I didn't need to do anything. But I did keep telling my friend.
But you did send me a message of where you went in case you got deaded.
No, I said, yeah, I've got my location.
Yeah, but I didn't see that until Shay turned up at 10 o'clock.
Well,
12 o'clock.
And
Shay goes, oh, Bec's not here because she was doing shots late last night. I said, what do you mean? She goes, go on Instagram, you'll see her. She's doing shots at like 3 in the morning.
It wasn't 3. I think I was home by then. But, you know, I shared my location with you, so now you know where I am.
So I wouldn't know where your body was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fine. I
could have done a YouTube on finding Bec's body on the streets of New York.
Oh my God, someone from the workshop. So, actually, yeah.
Ashley.
Speaking back to what we were speaking about in New York about models, we had a no-show.
Every city in America, we've had a model no-show.
No, not a no-show. We've had a cancel.
Well, cancel.
But this time we had a no-show. But then she said that her wallet and her phone got stolen on a subway, which she did message the photographer who did recommend her. She did message him in the morning.
So how is it in the morning to lay in bed going, couldn't be fucked going to the shoot today? I'll just message and say, yeah, I'm on my way. Now let's think of an excuse for why I don't turn up.
I don't know. I find it...
All right, Switzerland.
No, I just...
You're Switzerland.
She is good friends with him, and he did recommend her, and he did say she was
I know,
amazing.
so she doesn't want to... She wants to still be good friends with him, so let's find a different way.
But
I just find it really strange that every city in America, we've had a model cancel very last minute, knowing that it's near impossible to find a model on a Sunday morning or a Saturday morning. The agencies are shut.
I just don't think she would. I do hope she's okay. I do think that might
Well, she's okay. She sent you a message.
Yeah, no, but
So she didn't die.
That must have been scary. Unless she just left it sitting next to her. I don't know.
Who knows?
I wasn't there.
This is back on this model thing we did the other day.
It happens to us, and everyone seems to... Because even on Friday, we had a conversation with one of the people who came to the workshop, and they mentioned, like, oh, well, it's easy for you because people want to shoot with you for clout, and everyone puts you on this pedestal, so it must be so easy for you to get models. It is not easy for us to get models. Like, it is actually annoyingly difficult.
So I would hate to think how it is for photographers that maybe don't have a folio. Like, my folio is a little bit of a downer because a lot of stuff looks like it might be naked, and Bec knows 90% of the time they're not naked. But they still see pictures. They go, I'd love that picture. But I imagine photographers that might only have one or two pictures that a model go, I like, but all the rest they don't like, because they're still building their craft. How hard was it for them to get a model? Like, seriously, I've never found it so hard in my life to find models now. And we're even talking about when we're changing the way we work when we get back to Australia, that instead of Bec being able to do her job, I'm going to have to waste my time to ring the agencies.
Thank you.
No, well, I'm not putting you down, but it's like they want to hear from me, the photographer.
But they do, because if they hear from just this little assistant, whatever.
Yeah.
Whereas if they actually hear from the photographer, but even when I do sell my pitch and when I'm contacting models, like, so I've been contacting a lot of models just through Instagram, because every model seems to want to be on their phone, even though I have a disclaimer in their call sheet telling them, please do not be on your phone during shooting time, because there's nothing worse than having a group full of photographers. Like, we've got people who have spent a lot of money, and I've got a room full of photographers, and what does the model want to do? Sit over there on her phone and sits in the corner. Tinder. And then Peter's going to be like, hello, can I please have you? And I tell them, please don't be on your phone.
Like, you're sitting minding bags and things like that.
And they just come and hang out with me.
We'll be shooting, I'll set up a shoot here, and I have another, and all of a sudden, where's our models? They're all sitting over with Bec, and they're all sitting on their...
They're not even talking to me, they're just sitting next to me.
Sitting around her. It's like, you're getting paid proper commercial rates. Get back the freaking...
Exactly.
I don't know.
I feel like the etiquette has gone out the window.
Oh, model etiquette. I only have to go back 10 years. A model would never pull a phone out on a shoot. Never.
But all you've got to do is look at models like Anne and Shay.
You never see them pull a phone out.
No.
But then Mika...
Mika's
No. I don't care. You've just said Anne and Shay.
Yeah.
Mika, you can't get her off the phone. Maddie.
No, that shoot you can't... She was trying to find somewhere to stay that night.
No, it's just, sorry.
Maddie is actually professional. And if
I must say, when we got back to the Airbnb in LA, she didn't pull her phone out once. Yeah, she was trying to find accommodation.
She was in the middle of trying to find...
That back.
Yeah, thank you.
But still, most of the models we've worked with in America and Europe, every spare second, the first thing they do is they're on their phone.
Yeah. And just because they see...
how would they feel if a photographer said, "Oh, just wait a minute, I'm going to get my phone, stay in that position, I'm going to look at my phone." No, stay there, don't hold, I'm going to... That's just... I don't know...
Even
we need to ban TikTok.
Or even like when I was shooting with Shay this afternoon, not once did I grab my phone to do anything.
That's because your battery would have been flat.
Except for when Shay... Shut up. Except for when Shay told me, let's put on some music because I need you in this certain vibe. So put on something that's going to give you this vibe. And I went, and then the only thing I was on my phone for was searching for music that was going to give me the vibe that was going to get her the shot. Other than that, But rocking up late, like...
Oh, how many are late models?
Every single model is late. But actually, Mika was...
No, that's your fault. You can't blame Mika for that. You didn't send her the address.
You're cutting me off.
I know.
Mika was exactly on time to the wrong address. Because I didn't send her.
Mika lived literally like 5 minutes from where we were going to have the workshop, and Bec, I don't know what she did, but she sent her to where our hotel was, which was 25 minutes away.
Because you shot with Mika, so I'd sent her the address of where we're staying for us to shoot. And then the other night, Shay messaged me and asked for the studio address. So I sent Shay the address, and in my mind, I was like, I'm going to send Mika the address as well. And I've just done that in my brain. I didn't physically do it, but in my brain I was like, I'm going to send that to Mika, and I didn't do it. And then something went off in my brain at 10 a.m. on Sunday, and I was like...
Something went off in your brain. It woke up.
Did I actually send Mika that address? And then I went through Instagram messages, and I hadn't sent it to her, and I was messaging her, and I was like, hey, sorry, forgot to tell you, we're actually at this address. And she's like, oh no, I'm at your hotel. And I'm like,
I've just travelled halfway across New York to get your hotel, and I live right near the studio.
I was like, I'm going to book you an Uber. And she's like, I can get the subway, but I'll be there at 11. Is that okay? I'm like, Uber's on its way. You'll be here in 15 minutes. Don't worry. But I just find models are late. They're on their phone. They ghost you. They don't tell you if they've got something on. They want to leave early. They want a hair and makeup artist.
So when you're hunting for the last spot that you needed, I can do it, but can I come 2 hours later? I can't. Can I come just a bit later?
Oh, can you just move the workshop time?
Can you move the workshop time?
Oh, I know you said you need a model from 10 till 2, but I can do from 11:30 till 3.
Like, we might only pay $0.10 an hour. No, we pay proper commercial rates.
So I sound really bitchy right now, but
sound bitchy.
It's just the biggest pain in my butt, and it's like...
My anger is more, if this is the crap we have to put up with...
What are other people putting up with?
What are the other photographers that don't quite have the same following or name as me have to... I feel so sorry for you guys that...
Yeah.
It's... I don't know, the world has changed, and we need to start getting back to respecting each other. Mm-hmm. And Bec and I spoke to it, and I said, like, in future, if we haven't physically spoken to someone on the phone, we don't book them. Because once you talk to someone on the phone, you're now a human. I think anything on text, you're just the internet.
But the thing is, like, I understand where you're coming from, but me as a person, like,
No, but you've got a different reason. You worked in a telecommunications company and you hate ringing people.
But I also just, I don't know, like even before that, I just don't like speaking on the phone. I don't like speaking.
No, but that's because of Telstra.
I don't like speaking to someone I don't know.
So I'm much happier. I found in my very early days, I found that if I spoke to them on the phone, they always showed up. If it was only on email or whatever messenger service you're using, there's a good chance that 50% of them wouldn't show up.
I just don't like speaking to people on the phone.
I told you, that's why I'll do it.
Okay, you can. I don't know how many people are going to be happy to speak to you on the phone.
I can be super creepy on the phone.
That's what I mean. Like,
no, I'm not creepy on the phone. I explain exactly our situation, and if you don't want to, if last minute you really don't want to do it, just let us a bit more notice so we can find somebody else.
Yeah, just don't cancel the morning
Don't cancel the morning on a Sunday morning.
At 8 in the morning.
How do you find a model?
When I'm in a different country and I don't know anyone. And
sorry, I woke up and I've got COVID. Yeah, you didn't even have time to go get tested.
Oh yeah, that happened actually.
Yeah, I've woke up this morning, I have COVID.
No, it was, I think I
have COVID.
I was out last night and someone there tested positive.
I drank heaps of friggin' alcohol. I've got a headache. I must have COVID.
Everyone you know what? It's just
I think we're not really bitches today.
I don't care.
Maybe this is the end of 4 weeks.
I don't care. I'm exhausted. I am sleep deprived AF.
I'm exhausted.
Not autofocus.
I haven't enjoyed food for nearly 2 weeks.
I am fed up. All right, I'm allowed. I want my boyfriend and my cats, and hopefully my plants aren't dead.
I want my puppy dogs in my studio. That's the other thing. I don't get over higher studios. Even so, in Europe it was a little bit frustrating, but in America, nobody has V-flats. Like, in a studio, where's your friggin' V-flats?
No one had them in Europe either.
Nobody has coffee machine. Oh, sorry, one place had a coffee machine that made stewed coffee.
No, LA had a Breville
LA, yeah, sorry, I'll take it back. LA was...
Yeah, stop being so... Why would you be so nasty? You are such a nasty
All right, except
person.
for LA.
This is why models don't want to work with you.
Their studio... Shut up. LA was like booking a studio in Australia and the high-end studios in Europe. In America, except for LA, it's so amateur. They don't... Simple little things of V-flats. Have a coffee machine, have a fridge you can have put...
I think V-flats is neat. I think you can't judge a studio based on V-flats.
I can.
I don't think you can. I think a coffee machine we can judge people of.
So that's for you. The V-flats are for me, bitch.
Yeah, but like, okay, so there's like, how many studios
like the studio in
Australia
have V-flats? Everyone. Yeah. Every high-end professional studio in Australia has V-flats.
Sun Studios?
Yep.
Gary?
Yep.
Oh, but he learnt off you, so that's...
He learnt off me. Even that crappy Chinese studio had V-flats.
They didn't have a coffee machine, though.
No, it had V-flats. Your coffee machine's for you. The V-flats are for
it's
me.
fair. No, because I've got to deal with photographers asking me, hey, can I grab a coffee? And then I've got to be like, sorry, there isn't a coffee machine here, and I would really love to go...
You could jump in an Uber and go and get him a coffee. Be a proper assistant.
And me, with all of my arms, I can carry 15 coffees. That seems totally logical. No, you should have a freaking coffee machine, and not this stupid...
Skill up.
Shut up.
Find a way of carrying 15 coffees. Skill up. Get bracelets that you can put the coffees
I've got my Prada boots now. I can put them in my little pockets. Oh my God, can you tell?
I think everyone's going to hate this podcast because they can see we're at the end of 4 weeks.
I don't care. People hate everything. People bitch about everything. I don't care anymore. Yeah, can you tell we're at the end of 4 weeks? Can you tell that I'm like excited for my cats and my boyfriend and my probably
and not hearing
dead
another
pants.
word from me for 2 weeks.
No, it'll take one day and I'll be on the phone. I miss you.
I miss you. Can I come back to work now? You've done that before. We've come back from somewhere that said take a week off, and 2 days later, I'm bored. Can I come back to work?
Why am I like this?
I don't know. You're a masochist. You like being punished.
This is a freaking workaholic. It's all I need is just like one day. And then I'm like, okay, I'm fine now. I just need one day of nothing. Like one day.
As negative as we're sounding, this has been a really good trip.
Sorry, we're just venting. And
this has been a really good trip.
It's been amazing. The people have been amazing.
The people on the workshops have been amazing.
We haven't had time to scratch our ass because we've just been doing
We actually have been speaking about this, that we had no time whatsoever for ourselves.
No.
We're literally just gone bang, bang, bang. And I wanted to stretch out longer, but after Europe, I thought 7 weeks on the road for Bec. She's away from Jared for so long. Let's squash this down. It didn't work, did it?
It
really...
Yeah, it didn't.
It made it too much about 24/7 working.
Being away from Jared, like, Sorry, Jared. Sorry, Jared.
The first 2 weeks, it's like,
He loves it.
No, but he loves it too. But you like the break, but then as it goes, oh, you don't like the break?
No, I miss him all the time. But like, I can do it because it's work, and he understands that. And when I first got my job, it was a really big thing because I know in the last podcast we spoke about how I got my job and stuff.
But even with the jobs, the first thing I said to you. You might have to be away from home 6 months a year.
Yeah, and that was one of the big things I spoke to him about. I was like, so I've been given this job opportunity and this is like my dream job. I basically manifested this. Like we were speaking about this last weekend and I said, this is what I want to do. And he's like, I know, I can't believe that this has happened. And I was like, okay, so I just got a half-hour phone call with Peter. Well, actually, more than half, it was probably like an hour. So I just got the phone with Peter for an hour. He did mention one of the big things is I'm going to have to travel a lot and I might be gone about 6 months of the year. And how are you going to handle that?
Yeah.
And Jared was like, can you handle that? And I was like, well, can you? And he's like, is this your dream job? I was like, yeah. And he's like, go for it. So I will learn to live with it. This is what you want to do, and I love you and I'm going to miss the hell out of you, but I would absolutely hate for you to say no to a job just so you can sit at home with me. Like, he's like, I'll get over it. I'll learn to live with it. It's fine. And of course I miss him.
Game every night without you dagging at him.
And of course I miss him, and of course he misses me, and he sent me a cute AF photo, which doesn't mean autofocus, photo of my 2 cats, and they were spooning on the couch.
Yeah, they were dead on the couch. He wanted to make out they were still alive. He carefully positioned them and took a bit. They're dead. When your plants, all your plants are dead.
Well, the plants conveniently weren't in that photo.
Oh, so
but he sent me that, and he was like, oh, this is going to be us in a few days. And I was like, oh, my cats and my boyfriend. But where are my plants? I don't know if they're alive. They better be alive.
And does the same with her partner when she travels a lot. Send me a picture of my plants and my cats.
Need to make sure they're alive.
Make sure they're alive.
I know the cats are alive. No, Jared's alive. What about the plants? Who knows? I might get home to her. Oh, that means I've got to go spend money at Garden World. Actually, I think I need to go to Garden World. I haven't been there in a while. Yeah, I do. I love Garden World. 99%
of the people listening to this have got no idea what Garden World is.
So Garden World is my mecca.
It used to be amazing. It's now just...
No, it's incredible.
No, it's half what it used to be.
It's still amazing.
It's
so
like
it's a place in Melbourne.
the biggest nursery in the world. They have like cactus gardens and bonsai area, an indoor area, and they're like, it's a massive, except they've shrunk a little bit. Not as good as they used to be. But
my favourite is
You're too young for that.
I like Collector's Corner.
Collector's
Corner have
Collector's Corner means you spend 10 times as much on a common plant.
No.
Someone gets out there with a little bit of paintbrush on a leaf and puts a variegation on it. It's not even a real variegation. No. Don't look at me like that. You bought one of those, didn't you?
No.
One leaf was variegated, never got another one again? No? Or you killed it?
No, I only buy variegated if I know it's legitimately variegated. I had variegated ivy and it got freaking mealybugs and it died.
Variegated ivy's like cheap.
It was cute though. It was purple and stuff.
It's really cheap. That's tricolour.
Or whatever, it was cute. Anyway, the first
Sorry for people who don't know, I'm actually a horticulturalist.
Oh yeah, Peter knows everything.
No, seriously, I'm a horticulturalist.
A
horticulturalist. No, a horticulturalist.
And you're also
maybe
a muso, and you're also
maybe the next podcast.
You can do woodwork.
We rushed this. And I don't even have my computer with my notes, so we're just talking shit. We have no notes what we're going to talk about.
This is the most rushed podcast. We've got to go to dinner in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, we got dinner very soon. It was like, Beck, we're not doing the frigging thing in New York.
I was like, let's do
fucked this up. We're not doing it.
Let's sit on a bed and let's talk
of shit. We have to sit on the bed with a pillow in between us. And
it was nice before. Why did you move it? I liked it.
Because you're creeping into my space. So maybe next podcast it's 55 minutes. I might spend 20 minutes explaining every transition in my life.
Delivery man, horticulturist, friggin'
musician,
woodwork, golfer,
fisherman,
Fish shooter.
Fish shooter? I didn't shoot fish.
You shoot vaginas all the time.
Can you cancel this girl? Oh my God. I'm not a gynecologist, all right? You might go and see photographers who want to be gynecologists.
Oh my God, I'm delirious.
You're deleted.
No.
Not cancelled. I've actually deleted you. She did shots all night last night. Look what's happened to her.
Fireballs. So
Fireballs.
tasty.
Who are you doing fireballs for? You? Yeah. So you come off mezcals with me and come home and then snuck out without telling me you snuck out. Even though I'm scared shit of the streets of New York at night, you walking around.
No, I know how to do it. I've done it before.
You know how to do it. You don't get to answer. Bad luck. Everyone thinks you're a... No, you can finish. Stop.
I was going to say I've done it before and I'll do it again.
Garcia, sorry, we've gone back to alarms.
The way to get around New York without people bothering you is...
Oh, that's right. Act like a meth whore.
No, just put...
Nobody will touch you. If you go, you go shut. No, nobody will go near you.
No, just put in headphones.
I'll put in headphones. I was like...
And
sorry.
know the address you're going to and put in headphones, and the streets are so easy to know what number you're at. Put in headphones and fucking walk. Like, just go super fast with headphones in. No one will speak to you. That's the way to get around New York.
Sorry, you went down for a cigarette, and somebody who said, I went over to, where'd he go?
Ukraine.
And killed 6 random people. He's downstairs talking to you.
He came up to
me
and
Your headphones didn't work very well.
Yeah,
for that.
I didn't have headphones in. I was talking to Shane.
What about the Garbo that wanted to give you a cuddle?
I didn't have headphones in.
Right, what about in Austin, the guy that decided, you should come home with me?
Didn't have headphones in.
Right.
Right, so the headphones thing
but
works.
You want to get black headphones. I wouldn't even know with your black hair.
Well, they still can't even see my AirPods. But if you
right,
look
so
like
how do you know they got headphones on?
Oh my God, just look like you're on a mission and no one bothers you. Like right now, we're on a mission to get to dinner. So, thank you guys. Sorry that we only spoke about shit.
We just talk shit. Sorry, we're very tired. We're very burnt.
We're very angry, apparently.
We're very angry. We're about to go and have, hopefully, the best burger in the world.
I'm not having a burger. I'm going to have steak.
You have a steak. I'm going to have one of those ball burgers.
Weird.
And hopefully not get food poisoning.
Hopefully. Is your sound still on? Yeah, it is. With a nice whole time.
There's like 1 millimeter of power left. See what I have to put up with? This is what I have to put up with every freaking day. And then when the sound cuts off halfway through something, you should have checked your battery. Anyway, see ya.
Bye.
Oh,
we need to do a little photo.
I can't see where I am in shot.
I can't either.
Alright, so... Oh, freaking...
I hope we're still in focus.
There's a shot. No, we don't need your face in shot.
That's rude.
Very rude.
Cool. Shut up.
Not COVID.
Oh my God. That was a really angry podcast.